Good afternoon, everyone. Today I have the honor to recognize someone who has made a huge impact on the film industry, Christopher Nolan. I chose Christopher Nolan because I am studying film, and he is one of the directors who has inspired me the most. His movies are entertaining, but they also make you think. Every time I watch one of his films, I notice something new, and I think that's what makes him different from a lot of other directors. Christopher Nolan was born in London, England. He became interested in filmmaking when he was very young, after watching Star Wars as a kid. He started making short films with his dad camera. I think that's really cool because it shows that he didn't wait until he was famous or had the expensive equipment. He started with what he had, just because he loved making movies. He later studied English literature in college instead of going to film school. I found that interesting because most people think every famous director studied filmmaking. Nolan learning a lot by making movies, practicing, and improving little by little. It reminds us that there there's more than one path to success. His first movie had very small budgets, but people quickly noticed how different his stories were. Then he directed Memento, and that movie completely changed his career. He became famous because the story is told backwards, which was something many people had never seen before. That movie showed Hollywood that Christopher Nolan wasn't afraid to take a risk. One thing I really admire about Nolan is that he likes to make his movies feel as real as possible. Instead of using computer effects or everything, he tries to film real scenes whenever he can. For example, in The Dark Knight, they actually flip a real truck instead of creating it with CGI. In Inception, they built a rotating hallway so the actors could film the famous fight scene for real. I think details like that make his movies even more exciting because they feel real. Another reason I admire him is the way he tells histories. His movies don't always explain everything right away. Sometimes you have to pay attention, and that's something that I enjoy. He trusts the audience to think instead of explaining every little detail. One of my favorite movies is Interstellar. At first, I thought it was just going to be another movie about space, but ended up being about family, love, time, and sacrifice. It made me think long after the movie was over that not many films do that thing. I also really like Inception. The idea of dream inside dreams is so creative. And the ending is still something people talk about today. It's one of those movies that makes you want to watch it again and again because you always notice something you miss up the first time. Of course, we can forget The Dark Knight, even if people who don't actually watch superhero movies know that film. It changed what people expected from comic books movies because it had great action, an amazing story, and amazing characters. More recently, Nolan directed Oppenheimer. It proved that a movie about history and science could still become a huge success. The film won several Academy Awards, including Best Pictures, and Christopher Nolan finally won his first Oscar for Best Director. I think that was a well-deserved moment after so many years of making so many great films. Something else I respect is that he believes movies should be experienced in cinemas. Even though streaming is very popular today, he still supports the big screen experience. Honestly, I agree with him. Watching a great movie in a cinema just feels different. The sound, the screen, and the audience make the experience much memorable. For me, Christopher Nolan is more than just a successful director. He is someone who reminds us that creativity, patience, and hard work can take you very far. He didn't become successful overnight. He spent years learning, improving, and believing in his own ideas. So today we are not only celebrating the movies he has made, we are celebrating the person behind those movies. His creativity has inspired millions of people around the world, including students like me who hope to work in the film industry one day. It's my honor to recognize Christopher Nolan with this Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations, Christopher Nolan, and thank you for inspiring me and inspire so many people through your work. Your movies have entertained us, challenged us, and reminded that great stories can stay with us long after the credits. So, thank you, Christopher Nolan, and thank you guys for listening to me.